Well, welcome back, and we are back on the 23rd of January 2024. We are in Santa Ana, California today, in front of the original courthouse, and as you can see from the description, we're doing filming locations. This was the filming location of Legally Blonde, also Catch Me If You Can with Tom Hanks and Leonardo. Also, Leonardo was here with Clint Eastwood to do FDR and a few other films as well. So I think it is open, so we're gonna be able to go check it out inside. I'm really excited to see this. I just came across this by chance and found it on IMDb, so let's go inside. They're running. Check it out. We are currently on the corner of Santa Ana Boulevard, and right over here is Main Street, Santa Ana. So we are in the old part of Santa Ana, and I guess those guys were running back because they didn't put any coins in the meter. But here's a great photo of the old courthouse, and we'll find some more information out about it. But I did notice this, and this is where I put my camera to do my intro. The Orange County Sentinel dedicates this time capsule to the citizens of 2089. Open on August 1st, 2089. Kind of want to know what's in there now, but take a look at the little map real quick and see if there's anything interesting. I guess it just gives there's a Ronald Reagan Federal Building, Old County Courthouse, that's where we're at, and Plaza of the Flags, the jail, the sheriff, the intake and release center. All right, let's stay away from those today. Just noticed out here on the lawn too, and we'll take a step up here and check out these old cannons before we go inside. Climb up the wall. Oh boy. Here's the first one in recognition of all Orange County men who served in the Vietnam, and the special tribute to those who gave their lives in the service of 1970. And over here, this gun and plaque are placed by the Santa Ana Post 131, the American, what does that say? It looks like I don't know. In memory of past Commander Cecil Wilson, all veterans of World War II and the Korean War. So yeah, two cannons right here in front. And the American flag proudly flying in the wind. So like I was saying, this was used in Legally Blonde, and it was the interiors of this. So when we walk in, you'll be able to see the staircase that you see Leonardo walking down, and I got a few clips that I'll insert throughout this as well. So let's see what this rock denotes. One thing's for sure, it rocks. Okay, so it was built in 1900 of Arizona red sandstone, which gives it its unique color that it has, because it does look a little bit different from most of the buildings around here. This is the oldest existing county courthouse in Southern California. Significant far-reaching court decisions were handed here, including the Whipstock case. If you don't remember the Whipstock case, which dealt with slant oil drilling. There was actually a Simpsons episode on that with the school where Mr. Burns put the sidewards, drilling into the school. So he was able to drill underneath the school and steal all their oil. That was a good one. And this is historical landmark number 837. I just noticed this too. Wonder if this is where they brought the people in for their day in court and led them out. Can't really see down here. I don't know if it's locked. Hello? Oh, this side's locked. I'll go check the other side. Right outside too, they have a replica, it looks like, of the El Camino Real bells. These are the historic bells that went all the way up the coast of the 101, 1769 to 1906. This would show where the missions were along the coastal route for anybody, or the priest traveling up to go to the different missions. But without further ado, I'm gonna make my way up the steps. And it said online that it's open at 8:30, and I hope it is. Part of the OCC Parks. Taking a look out too, I wanted to just point out, it did just rain. We just had 3 days of storms, so Now they're kind of getting sunny again, supposed to warm up, but look at this floor. They have this in Pasadena too, and I believe these floors light up. But here we go, on our way in. And it is open. Whoa, that's the staircase. That is so awesome. Yeah, you see Leonardo coming down from there. And I'm sure in Legally Blonde too. I don't know that movie that well, so we're gonna have to go upstairs and check out the courtroom. Make our way up the stairs. And I believe it was the second floor where they filmed the interiors. Oh, here's the historical gallery. Oh, yes. I don't know why I didn't see anybody's done a video on this. Now it's used for if you want to come in here and get marriage licenses. Oh, wow. Check that out. How cool. This courtroom is first, and for 12 years, the courtroom has been restored. There's a little plaque. Got the little furnace here. It's much smaller if you ever come in here. Walk up to the bench. Historical furniture. Over here, you got the jury. The witness stand. Oh, wow. Okay, we're gonna check all of this out. And some old carpet. Give a look what you'd be looking at. Well, if you're up here or if from the witness stand, check that out. You got your jury right here that you'd explain, I did nothing wrong. You got your family and friends and prosecutors on the other side. It's so crazy to think, like, just the movie shot in here too, besides all the history.
You're in my way.
She's a law student. She can't defend you.
Massachusetts Supreme Judicial Court ruling 3.03.
See? Thank you, David.
Counselors, approach the bench.
You're not going up there.
Oh, yes, I am.
I'm sorry, maybe you didn't hear me. You were fired.
Counselors, now, all of you.
Off to the right, next to the jury stand, is the jury room. This is where they decide your fate. The discussions that were held in here. Interesting looking lamp. And then right outside is the jury box. And this is their view to the judge and to everything else going on. Now on the exact on the other side of the courtroom, there's the judge, Judge John Wesley Ballard. He looks like a lot of fun. This would have been his chambers. This is the judge's chambers right here. Has the door notes. He's got his books and his telephone over there. Wow. And this is from the other corner side looking at it, at the whole courtroom. So there's another courtroom too on the other side that you can go to, and we'll head over there, but I just want to take a step up these stairs. Ooh, that was me. And if you're the court reporter, you need to take a break. Here's the stenographer, must be able to write the commonplace. That's how you'd write, well, New York, Los Angeles, the shorthand. This is the reporter's office. You get a fancy lamp too. Record myself doing it. Leonardo would have been on either side of this depending on where they were shooting. Same with the Little League Pond when they were doing that. Using my courtroom voice, because there are people directly next to where there are offices being used. But check it out. This is really cool.
This is a photograph of the defendant's signature on a canceled check. Now here is an enlargement of that same signature, which matches the signature on the letters that he wrote to Mrs. Simon, which discussed the possibility of defrauding the great state of Louisiana. Your Honor, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this is irrefutable evidence that the defendant is in fact lying.
Mr. Connors, this is a preliminary hearing. There is no defendant. There is no jury. It's just me. Son, what in the hell is wrong with you?
Walk across the courtroom. This is the historical gallery now. Just got some information about Orange County, circa 1889. Wow, 4th Street, we were just out there. Back when it was just a dirt road. A lot of people came out here too because LA was so expensive they could get the land out here a little bit cheaper. And they would start some groves. Over by the Orange Circle, a lot of these places are all citrus groves. I just went to the sun-kissed plant the other day, which is now a bunch of small shops, dining and bars, things like that. It's kind of cool that sun-kissed oranges, the plant is still there in the packing district of Anaheim. There's the old Anaheim real estate office. Judge Chambers number 2. Everything echoes in here too is something I'm noticing. So it'd be kind of, yeah, I guess you'd have to use your indoor voice for sure for people not to hear what you're saying, even if you were talking to your attorney. I want to slide in here too, but I guess they have it pushed back here for that reason, so people do not. And they also have those tied back too, so you can't walk through the gates. Look at this historic furniture, and somebody didn't use a coaster. Okay. This is awesome. I'm really enjoying this, if you can't tell already, but we're gonna head down the stairs and check out the front of the courthouse once again. Just found a little corridor with a fire exit. And everything was open. It doesn't say don't go this way, so I figured I'd check it out. Here's Liesel Slabac's, the old Slabac library. That feels like it's locked. Oh, we're over by the judge's chambers. Private entrance through the court, and then another door. Oh, we're back in here. Find yourself back in the courtroom in front of the jury once again. Okay, let's go. They also have the restrooms up here as you walk into the main hall again. And as you can see, heading down the stairs, this would have been used, like I said earlier, in the movie where the Leonardo and everybody else, FDR, as he was in the movie, they were coming down the stairs, but this would have been the view. It looks so much bigger, you know, on the big screen, of course, and just how they do the different filming. It just kind of gives a whole different juxtaposition being here. I think it goes down another level too. Marriage and passport applications. And maybe it doesn't. Got a map in here of some sort. Oh, it does. Look at this. So now we're directly behind the stairs. I know most people think all old places are haunted, but yeah, I could see it. Why not? Okay, looks like there's some archives down here. So they have other information down here about the courthouse. Here's the old county jail from 1897 to 1925. Orange County's first permanent jail stood in what is now the old courthouse parking lot. There's the cell block. Contraband whiskey was unloaded in the alley between the jail and the old courthouse for storage while bootleggers awaited trial. The old Prohibition days. There's the deputy sheriffs who staffed the old jail in the 20s. Looks a little different than Barney and Andy. The turrets of the jail are visible behind the construction work on the courthouse. Kind of looks the same. I mean, it's built up around there. What are these? A wrist cuff to lead a prisoner. Wow. People definitely be getting out of those these days. And this is just downstairs. Here's a nice Orange County Jail, Santa Ana, 1895. What else do they have down here in the basement? The archives have moved down to Hall Room 108. Maybe we could find something cool over there. So they have a bunch of history of Orange County, but I do remember this. I don't think we ever got to go, my family and I, but I do remember where that was. Lion Country Safari, and I think eventually you just drove your car through there. Don't really remember though, but that is awesome. And there's the little map. It's not dated on there. Opened in 1970, the South African theatrical attorney Harry Schuster Lion Country Safari gave Irvine a drive-through until it closed in 1984. That's right. You're not joking. Then you had the Movie Land Wax Museum, Japanese Village and Deer Park. The alligator farm I do not remember. They do have Gatorland out in Orlando. Look at that. What? They're putting an alligator down a slide? There's no way you'd be allowed to do that nowadays. Look at drop in. Oh, that is too good. Oh, at the Japanese Deer Park. I remember hearing about that, but yeah, that's an alligator going down a slide. And here's the Akua Motor Lodge. Polynesian style tiki bar, the Pyramid Motel. Look at Stovall, Space Age. I definitely have to look these places up for future videos, but still my favorite, the alligator going down the slide. So here's some mementos. Here's a 1984 Olympic torch. A Knott's Berry Farm cat mask, 1999. That's a newer one. The Halloween Day Parade, 1950 trophy for best horse. Oh, look at this stuffed Mickey Mouse, 1959. I'm trying to get the glare off that. That's a strange looking Mick. And there's the old Disney tickets. I gotta make another trip back here. I'm kind of getting off the rails of trying to shoot the video. John Wayne Airport flag, that's the Orange County Airport. Snow White ticket. And the old mission in San Juan Capistrano. I still have to go out there and do a video as well. Wow, the archives down here are pretty cool, and there's nobody here. Maybe it's because it's Tuesday, and I just found the maps. There's the old Disneyland map. Wow, the monorail. Bob Gurr's monorail. Autopia, Adventureland. No Star Wars Land. The Fantasyland with the Chicken of the Sea boat. Mark Twain, and there's the tickets. Down here they have the Knott's. We're actually going to do a video this week coming up on Knott's. I'm going to head over there, and on Walter Knott and Cordelia, the story of them. And also their graves. They're buried not too far from here. Very cool. What's this? To Ralph Clark from Tinkerbell. Wow, you could get some, that's a lot of pixie dust in there. Look at that. Disneyland was a game changer for tourism in Orange County from the date it opened in 1955. No fooling. All right, let's get out of here. And Mick. And I saw this real quick too. They had the films and television, and since that's what the topic of this video is, it's good to show it. So such films as While We Are Here is Catch Me If You Can, Leonardo, Reese Witherspoon, Legally Blonde, The American President, Michael Douglas, Rob Reiner, comedy, North, Gideon's Trumpet, Francis, Jake and the Fat Man, Twilight of Honor, and once again, thanks for watching from the Santa Ana Courthouse. I appreciate you watching. Please consider subscribing. This place was really interesting, for free too, to just come on by. And car horn going off. We are around the court building, so there's always characters around these areas. But once again, yeah, no, this was really interesting. Catch Me If You Can, FDR, Legally Blonde, Reese Witherspoon, Tom Hanks, Clint Eastwood, Leonardo. I mean, the list goes on and on. If you have any other questions, please feel free to send me a message, and see you next time.